Welcome everybody to the Brother Speak podcast. This is Brother Speak. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Uh, so I am up, and later on I gotta go take my car to the mechanic. But I thought I would get this one out because I was seeing this, and this just caused an uproar on Twitter. And there's a lot of gaslighting. There's a lot of people not being teetotally honest about what they talking about, and a lot of people in their fifis, and it gets to the point where it's like, this is why black folks can't get together, because every fucking time they get in their fifis, they want to put this stuff online, and then now everybody in their fifis. Now, what I'm talking about today, there is a therapist. Now, the first time I saw this story was on Red Scenes of Blues, and shouts out to him. He's got a good channel. Check him out. I will link the script. The I will put the link to the video that he did on this and his thoughts and views on the situation. Now, catch you up. There's a therapist by the name of Nicole Lewis. I think she's out of Mississippi. And she basically put out there that she's not seeing no new male clients because they were emailing her, asking her about what can she do for them, and she thought that they would. She had to prove herself to them. It got on her nerves. She's like, no more, no new male clients. So, and she put out a video saying the same thing. And of course, people was losing their shit. Like, and she said people were threatening her. They threatened to take a license and all kinds of crazy shit. And it's like a gender war, cancel culture, all kinds of crazy shit, all mixed into one. Race issues and all mixed into one. Now, there's some things I agree with her with and some things I don't. But the first thing I'm going to do before we get into this, I'm going to show you the initial tweet, the initial thing that I couldn't find the actual video. She did say a video, but I'm going to show you the actual tweet that she gave. So let me find that here. All right. Where was it? Oh. All right. Where was it? All right. I'm trying to find it. Not that video. Okay. Lord. Hold on. Let me find this. Okay. All right. Okay. Not here. Where is that? All right. Let me find the. Yeah, find it. What? Okay, hold on. Let me. All right. Let me find that. All right. Sorry about this, y'all. Trying to find it. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna play this. Shouts out again to Red Sing the Blues for going over this. So I'm gonna play the video from his video, her saying this. And let's go.
Because they'll come in my inbox demanding me. I am no longer seeing male clients because they'll come in my inbox demanding me to prove my worth to them. All up in my email saying, "What can you do for me?" Nothing. There's absolutely nothing that I can do for you. Go find somebody else. Go play with somebody else. I'm not the one or the two, baby. We ain't gonna do this.
Now, what I find very interesting is that there are guys out there that would say this sort of stuff. Honestly, I would.
If we're a good fit, um, trying to see what type of treatment modalities I use, if we mesh well together. Just be in my inbox requiring this free emotional labor. Absolutely not. Because now I'm sitting up here making a TikTok about how y'all keep harming me. Because you're not helping me. I don't need to be working with you because you activated my nervous system. See, I already know that. And I know we're not going to do well together.
Now, for me, just asking.
Because we start working together, I'm still be thinking about that email you sent me when you tried me. And I'm going to want my lick back because I know who I am. And it ain't good. So I'm just not going to see y'all. Find somebody else to do it. Find somebody else to do it because I don't deserve that. I have been harmed enough for a lifetime. I don't need to be harmed by my clients either. That ain't fair. That ain't right. So I don't know what they finna do, but they ain't finna be seeing me. I am now only working with black women who are overcoming perfectionism. That's it. That's it. We ain't doing nothing else. And I ain't got to do nothing but stay black and
I find all of this very interesting to how it is, certain men that have sent you emails about, those sort of.
All right. So get that to. So basically, what it amounts to, people was men, some men were sending emails. What can you do for me? And, basically asking her about her services, and she was getting irritated. So, so she's like, "No, I don't want to deal with it. Y'all irritate me. I don't want to deal with it." Now, now I can understand that would be irritating. You people questioning your thing, but I think she need to understand. Number one, I'm trusting you with my mental health. Yes, I'm going to be asking questions. Now, with that said, you don't have to be calling this woman. You don't have to call any therapist to find out if they are a fit for you. You can go on Psychiatry Today, find that person, see their ratings. You can go through the Better Business Bureau. Usually, each state has their list of doctors, therapists, and stuff like that, and you can find the rating there. There are other ways to do this without ever contacting a therapist to find out. Now, they're if they have a website and it's very vague, I don't see a problem with somebody asking what's going on, what can you do for me, and stuff like that. I don't see the issue with that. But if you being rude and stuff like that, you know, it just seems like you're coming off it. These people pissing you off, and they working your last nerves. I'm like, it's like, ma'am, you in you're a therapist. These people have mental issues. Yeah, people gonna work your nerves. I work at a prison. I deal with these crazy folks. Some of them work your fucking nerves. So I can understand that. And if you just don't want to deal with them because of what some goofballs doing, that ain't the good. That ain't really, in my opinion, a good enough reason. Now I can understand if dudes were threatening you, then at that point, then I can understand. But just for asking you stuff and asking you questions, to me, that don't seem like that's a good excuse. Basically, and you're trying to, well, I'm trying to save my peace. No, you can't control your temper, and and that would make me question you being a good therapist anyway, because you can't even control your fucking temper on this situation. How the fuck, if you get some resistance with your clients, how you gonna act then? That's just how I'm viewing it. But again, even with that, she has a right to specialize in different shit, in, in different things. She has a right to do that. But that's not what you was. That's not why you, because you want to specialize in dealing with black women only. That's not why you were choosing not to do this. So that's where some people are getting that gaslighting. So I'm gonna play the other video she made after the response to this. So we're gonna play that. So as I can find it. All right. So we're gonna play this right quick.
I say I don't want to work with males anymore in my private practice because they activate my nervous system and I don't feel safe. And their response is to threaten to unalive me. I say I don't want to work with males anymore in my private practice because they activate my nervous system and I don't feel safe. And their response is to threaten to unalive me.
Okay, in that last video, none of you did not say that these people threaten you with these. First of all, you add extra to it. So already people saying you're gaslighting in this. And nowhere in that video did you say that these people threaten you at any time. They were just being annoying pricks. That's a whole different thing than I didn't feel safe. Man, there ain't nowhere in that last video did you say that these people threaten you. Now, if these people were threatening you, I could totally understand not wanting to deal with them. But to say that you ain't gonna deal with men, period, because of some goofy yahoos, okay, that's a little much. But that is your right. I think it's a stupid excuse, but that is your right. Now you up here saying that you felt unsafe because people were asking you questions. Now you fucking gaslighting. Now you adding extra to it. You don't have to add extra to it. Just say these people got on my fucking nerves. I don't want to fucking deal with them. We would have been okay with that. Well, some people. I would have been okay with it. But but you adding extra to it when there was no extra to add. Oh, I felt unsafe. Where did you say in any of this that you felt threatened by these people? They were just being fucking pricks. Being a prick is not threatening you. That wasn't affecting your safety. Might have been affecting your sanity, but it wasn't affecting your safety. So you added to it. They were just being annoying pricks, but they weren't threatening you. Now they're doing it now, which she's gonna talk about. You know,
By threatening my livelihood, saying that there's groups of y'all that are reporting me to my licensing board because I don't want to work with y'all. Y'all ain't want to work with me anyway. So what y'all talking about? Y'all are reporting me to my licensing board for saying I specialize in working with black women who overcome perfectionism. Did you know that therapists are allowed to have specializations? Did you know that when we are in school, our instructors ask us, what is your target population? Who would you like to work with? Focus on them. Did you know that?
well, here's the thing. If you was just doing that, nobody would give a fuck. But you put an ad out there, therapy for black men, and put your name out there. That's not specializing in. You wasn't doing that then. Now you're talking about specializing with black women after the fact. That's why people are getting in your ass. Now, I don't agree with people talking about threatening her job. Listen, if she don't want to see black men or men in general, go find a fucking therapist. If you are one of these dudes who threaten to delete her, fucking go delete yourself. You're a weak, pathetic piece of shit, and you deserve to delete yourself. You need to go cry yourself a river, get you a cement boot to put on, and jump in that river and delete yourself from existence. There is no reason to threaten this woman. If this is true, y'all threatening this woman because she don't want to deal with men. Delete yourself. Something fucking wrong. She don't want to deal with you. There are plenty of other therapists, women therapists, men therapists that you can go to get therapy if that's what you need. You, this woman don't want to see you. Great. Listen, totally different thing, but I know I do be tricking. Okay. Some of these escorts that I look up say they don't do AA. No AA. Do I look like I'm going over there to harass her and say, why you don't deal with AA? No, I don't. I just move on. There are plenty of them that will. Plenty of them that will. Okay? There's if she's saying no, she ain't doing it, guess what? She can do that. And I looked up the specialization. Yes, they can do that. There are therapists that specialize with children, women, men, sexual assault victims, murder victims. There are people who specialize in different things. Same with teachers, same with doctors. It's the same thing. So yes, she can do that. You got doctors, male doctors who are gynecologists. You can do that. So it's not against her ethics. So, dude, there is no reason for you to be calling this woman trying to get her license yanked. That is ridiculous. But she is gaslighting that whole thing about now I feel for my safety. That's not what you said in that last video. You wasn't fearing for your safety. Your sanity maybe, but not your safety, because those people wasn't threatening you then. Now, are they threatening you now? If they doing that? Yeah, and yes, you should be calling the police on these fuckers. If you can find out where they are, call the police on them fuckers. And again, if you are threatening this woman to delete her, go delete yourself. You're a worthless piece of shit. This woman ain't worth that. But this crazy cancel culture amongst gender war and race war. It's a mess. It's dumb. But let's continue this.
It's people leaving me reviews saying that I'm racist, saying that I shouldn't work with black men, saying that when they were my client, they felt this type of way, blah, blah, blah. These folks have never even seen me. I don't know these people.
And if you're doing that too, lying, dude, delete yourself too. That's some bullshit. Come on now. I'm like, come on, y'all. Again, that's this cancel culture bullshit that people be on. Listen, if the woman don't want to deal with you, find another fucking therapist. This ain't hard. There's plenty of them. There's black women therapists, black men therapists, white men. There's a whole bunch of therapists that, and again, she said, and I listened and I read it, she said men. She didn't say black men. She didn't say white men. She said all men, regardless of race. No, I'm not seeing them. And people threatening to kill them. You know, I see white dudes doing that shit, and it's fucking weird. Because, and again, if you're doing that, threatening her, by all means, delete yourself. This, this is sad if you're doing that. Delete yourself. Just cry your river, put on some cement boots, and dive in that river. You'll be doing the world a favor. over some chick. Come on, dog. Again, and it goes back to what I was saying in the earlier live stream. It's all about the women. Women, everything. Dude, if she don't want you to be her therapist, go somewhere else. Go to a man therapist. I mean, do you need to see this woman? No. And here's another thing. Like she kind of expressed in that last video. Why would you want this woman if you're claiming that she has this disdain for her clients? Why would you want her to be your therapist? And if she said, well, she's gonna be thinking about this email and I'm gonna want to get back at you, why would you want this woman to be your therapist? Think about that for a second. Why would you want this woman to be your therapist anyway? Now, I am kind of concerned about her other therapist because she still has some male therapists, male clients. I am kind of concerned because if they piss her off, is she gonna do something to them? That's why I said sometimes people talk too damn much on online and kind of be exposing yourself. And that might be part of the reason why people are calling for your license because you're saying that kind of shit. That's why I said you got to be careful when you're saying this stuff online and you might be talking too damn much. That line, yeah, I could see somebody want to call hey, yeah, she said she get mad, she might get back at you. Wait a minute. And yeah, that might be one of your clients be like, maybe that's why it didn't go too well. So yeah, sometimes again, you might want to keep sometimes when we get on these social media, we be talking too damn much. And now that leaves room for people who want to attack you. Gotta be careful with social media. Let's continue.
So y'all just sitting up here lying on me. Why would you do that? They're calling my business line saying they want to slice off my face, they want to unalive me, they want to essay me. I should be. You really think I want to work with men now? No. Then on Twitter, y'all posting a picture of my profile for therapy for black men. Yeah, that's me. But I'm no longer seeing males because of the things that I've said previously. And my profile is still up there because I paid my $20 for the month. I'm waiting on them to stop my subscription. I just made this announcement last week. Y'all gonna give me some time? Where is the energy for the male therapists who only see men? Because I don't see y'all out here acting like this towards them. I encourage you, I implore you to find a male therapist that's a good fit for you.
Now, that last part of the end, I don't think just the fact that you not seeing male clients is the main reason. Some of them might be, but here's the thing: you don't see no male therapist saying, "I'm not seeing no female clients because such and such." You wouldn't have this response if you didn't put this online. That's why you're getting the response he said. And you're trying to compare with the men, ma'am. I don't see no male therapists going out here saying I'm not seeing no female therapists. Clients. I'm not seeing that. Point it if that's happening, point that out. We're not seeing that. We're talking about you. Don't bring other people up in this. We're talking about what you did. You did this. So therefore, this is the response you're getting. You put this out on social media. So when you put stuff on social media, which is this is controversial. Hey, you open yourself up to criticism. Now, I don't believe in people threatening her, threatening to SA her and stuff like that. If you're doing that again, please delete yourself. You would be doing the world a favor. You lying on this chick, please delete yourself. You're doing the world a favor. We don't need you around. Go get some go somewhere else. Ain't that fucking important. To me, it's not important. But again, some of the people were saying, man, first of all, if you still got that ad up there, yeah, you need to get that taken down. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get that taken. Hey, you just gonna lose that 20. I mean, take the shit down. Sorry, that's just something you need to do. Stop wasting time. Should have took that down as soon as you got it. You made this decision. Should have took it down. But okay, but that's on you. But that's on her. But again, I'm not blaming her for the threats. Those some sickos. Like I said again, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you're threatening this woman to delete her, SA her, physical harm to this woman because of this, delete yourself. We won't miss you. Your family won't miss you. You are a sicko. You will not be missed. Take that how you will. But other than that, there is a lot of gaslighting in this shit. Well, the men, you don't see no male therapists going around saying, I'm not seeing female therapy clients no more. And the reason that you gave in that initial video is why a lot of people on your ass. You wasn't talking about specialization. You were talking about these people were getting on your fucking nerves, so now I ain't dealing with none of them. I don't see a male therapist going around saying, well, these chicks are getting on my nerves. I'm not seeing no female therapist. I I'm not seeing that. So if you're gonna get mad at that, that's why so many people are on your ass. Because that's what you said. So don't come up here and talk about what the men are doing when you cause a lot of this. If you would have just been like, okay, I'm not seeing no therapist and took the ad down, nobody would have known about this. Nobody would have even we wouldn't even know this. But since you put that out there, lady, now everybody knows. Now everybody's reacting. And people are gonna have their personal feelings on it. Me personally, if you don't want to see male clients no more, it ain't my fucking problem. If I'm going to look for therapy, I'll be looking around somewhere else. And listening to some of the shit you said in that first video, I wouldn't want you as a therapist either, because again, I would be thinking like, if I get you upset, you'll be trying to get back at me. Mm-mm. Nope, can't have you as a therapist. I mean, I'm just that's why I said sometimes people talk too much on online, and you expose yourself. Now, I wanted to look at. There was a thing that she put out there that I wanted to look at. Go back to it. What was it? Okay, tweets. Go back here. Pretend. And I want. Saying no, she didn't wear it poorly. She shouldn't. She shouldn't have kept it to herself. As Milkman, I stand with Nicole. Now, let me find this. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's get this here. Okay. Let me get this straight. Y'all got mad at a black woman therapist for telling men to get therapy. Now, I'm going to assume, I don't know if she's talking about her or she talking about the other therapist that got fired from a job. Now, if she's referring to that lady, there's other reasons why she got fired, and it had nothing to do with her saying men should get therapy. No, why that she got fired because she was showing a bias towards men while she was having male clients. You can't do shit like that. And been working for a company. That's why she got fired. And guess who got her fired? It wasn't black men. It was a black woman. Because even she can see that. You can't have a bias towards a group of men and talking about you're gonna be their therapist. You can't do shit like that. It's like no, it wasn't just because she said they need therapy. That's what getting people pissed off. When you're saying that these men are emotionally unavailable, they all fucked up basically, and before they come to you, now you think that you're gonna be able to treat somebody when you already think they fucked up? Yes, that's gonna affect how you treat them. That's no different than women saying that these doctors treat them differently, have a uh, 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 already a preset view of them when they go into the doctor, and that's affecting their medical treatment. It's the same thing. Can't do that. Okay, so y'all start saying men shouldn't see women therapists. Yeah, there's some men were saying that. I'm like, uh, that part, male, female, I don't think it matters. I personally would feel more comfortable with a male therapist than a female therapist. That's just me, but that's just me. Y'all don't seek therapy for men. Yeah, a lot of them don't seek therapy at all. Now you're telling me a black woman therapist that y'all should have access to me even though you don't want to work with women. Oh Lord, this whole feminist shit. Again, again, listen. If there's men who don't want to work with women, that's their fucking right to do so. Just like it is your right to say, I don't want to treat men. Again, but if you're giving that weak ass excuse that these people were pissing you off, now I'm not going to deal with no male clients. Yeah, people are going to be looking at you funny. Now, again, that is your right. If you want to specialize with women, that is your right to do so. But don't give that after the fact. Don't give that as the reason why. No, you didn't want to deal with the male clients no more because some of these males were pissing you off. They were being annoying pricks. And then you don't come back and then talk about what they were threatened. I felt unsafe. The fuck you mean? You didn't say they threatened you. You just said they were being annoying pricks. That's a huge difference. But again, no, she don't have to be working with men. Even though, like I said, I think the reasoning was fucking stupid because these dudes piss you off. Now you don't want to work with no men. I think it's stupid. But again, she has that right to do that. If she want to specialize with women and do that, that's fine. She should have stayed with that. Because if you know you're gonna have this fucking irritation, then you probably shouldn't have done that in the first place. But that's me trying to blame her. I'm not trying to blame her. But if you know how you are, okay, and you think men are going to be doing that, okay, okay, well, you probably shouldn't have done that in the first place. Why would you even advertise therapy for men, even though you have male clients? Eh, I guess you were taking them at some point, and now you're not just taking new ones. At the end of the day, my view on this is simple. She has the right to do that. If she don't want to see no male clients, that is her right. I think her reason is flimsy because of some dudes were being annoying pricks, and you don't want to do that. I think that reason is it's fucking weak. But that's me. And then you're adding extras in the next video. That's why people are kind of calling you out because you're adding extras and making it more than now. Again, if people are threatening you now after the after that video, yeah, like I said before, those dudes need to delete themselves. We're not gonna miss you. Society's not gonna miss you. I'll say that. So that's why I will defend her right to be a specialist to women and only work with women. I even said that by the last therapist. She should be just working with women because if you have that much disdain for men, you shouldn't be being a therapist to men. Be a therapist only to women. I would say with her too. Just be a therapist for women. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think people should be going to seek her job. I definitely don't think you should be harassing her and threatening her. It's fucking weak. And as I said again, if you're threatening to delete her, SA her, all physical harm to her, please delete yourself. Delete yourself. Nobody's gonna miss you. Period. Now, them trying to get her fired and fired. Some of the comments that she made in that last video, yeah, I can see them doing that. And I can see some of her clients, especially if it didn't go well. Yeah, that some of the shit you said, yeah, I would be looking into that. But if they making false statements and stuff like that, that ain't cool either. That's some weak shit. And if she can find out who they are, yeah, I mean, some of them you might want to sue them because if they doing that, that's slander. Can't you can't defamation of character. You can't do shit like that because you pissed off because she said something like that and making up reviews. That's some bullshit. Don't be. Let's not be doing that shit. If you're men, we're supposed to be men. She don't want to work with us. Fine, find some other women. That's all I do. You know, there was there was like I get this story when me and my ex we was renting. We were trying to rent an apartment, and there was this woman there we was trying to see. She looked like she didn't care. And then we had the white dude who I'm like, he was being just fucking disrespectful. I was like, I'm leaving. Well, why are you leaving? I said, look, if they gonna disrespect me from the jump, how the fuck I'm gonna be? You think how the fuck are we gonna have if we have a situation where we need something fixed and I come to them and they are disrespect me before I even come to the door? No, I'm good. And I'm saying this with this lady. If she's already have this issue with you and you're trying to force her to see you, how are you what do you think how the treatment gonna go? So at the end of the day, let this woman go do her thing. Let her treat the women Stop that threatening shit. If you doing it, dude, stop it. If you feel that that's the right thing, do delete yourself. And for the people who are calling their job, making up shit, calling the licensing board, making up shit, you're fucking sad sacks of shits. Get a fucking life. This cancel culture is it's getting to the point people are just making up stuff. It's just like the women up at the gym making up people staring at her. And when nobody even bothering her. That kind of shit. This is the same thing. This cancel culture and people doing this for attention, or they fucking miserable in their lives and they doing shit like this. Listen, it's not. This shit ain't worth that. Come on, man. Sad. It's very sad. So yeah. So I'm in support of her. I don't like some of the gaslighting she was doing. I don't like that. Oh, all of a sudden they were threatening me doing that exchange when clearly you didn't say that in that last video. I don't think those dudes were threatening you then initially. No, they were being some pricks. You didn't like it, so you know you don't want to see no men. I think it's stupid, but that's me. Now, after that fact, people threatening you, that's fucked up. Those people need to delete themselves. Again, nobody's gonna miss these dudes. Nobody. Nobody's gonna miss them. And again, playing the race card. Oh, she don't like black men. I'm like, I've looked and I went through her thing. I don't see no um I didn't see nothing that even speak to her hating black men. And again, people are reaching. And I don't like that reaching shit either. I'm like, come on, man. Again, she said she'd not seen men. She said that people were threatening her, and I can believe there were some white dudes doing that. White dudes will do shit like that. They known for that shit. Now, if there's some black dudes doing that, you some weak, pathetic pieces of shit. Delete yourself. And those white dudes and any other men who were doing that, delete yourself. Nobody's gonna miss you. I'm not telling them to seek therapy. No, 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 no. Delete yourself. You are a waste of space. But if you're making up shit about this woman that's not true, putting false reports that's not true, man, y'all need to stop that shit. That's weak as fuck. That's not necessary. If you really felt she a threat to her clients, okay, call a license board, let them investigate. I don't have a problem with that. But making up shit, nah, I don't. That ain't right. And if you're men are doing that, that ain't right. Again, you're letting women run you. You're letting these women run you, and that's not that. Again, we as men, black men in particular, we gotta stop letting these women run you. Women are not the answer to all your fucking problems. I'm sorry. Some of that you're gonna have to take on your own. Go see a male therapist. Go read a book. Go get something to do. Something. So you don't be doing shit like this, threatening a woman because she don't want to see you. Who gives a fuck? She's not worth it. There are plenty of therapists, plenty of things that we can do to help you. You don't need to see this woman. She don't want to see you. Ain't there's nothing. There's nothing else to talk about. She was saying that. I'm like, oh, okay. No need to see her. No need to worry about it. It's just like in dating. in anything, tricking, dating, all kinds of shit. They don't want to date black men. No problem. I'm not going to convince you. Just going to move on. That's all you got to do. Yeah, some of y'all got to move on. Move on. These women ain't the end all be all to your life. Have something to do. Build up your empire. Get your money right. These women ain't worth all this. They ain't the end all be all to your life. Right? So, with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been an hour. And I feel for the lady. I do think she talked a little too much. She add extra to it. But I can understand. You don't want to be stressed out. Again, I understand. I think the reasoning is stupid for not seeing new male clients, but that is her choice. That is something she can do. And there's nothing against specializing with certain people. Doctors, lawyers, teachers do it all the time. It is what it is. Yes, was she gaslighting? Yes. But at the end of the day, she can do what she want to do. You don't have to see her. Stop threatening this woman. Stop. We got to get out of this cancel culture. Cancel people when it's necessary, not on this kind of shit. So, with that, I am out of here. This is Brother Speak. And remember, black men, be powerful or be powerless. The choice is yours. Y'all have a good morning. Peace.